I'm not sure if I remember how to do this. Hi, my name is Carson and this is my knitting podcast. Welcome or welcome back. It has been a long time, but I am here. I have no excuse other than I started reading and I stopped knitting completely. So it was kind of an unintentional break. I think my last podcast was in October. So in October, I just kind of stopped knitting and November, honestly. And then I took more of an intentional break during the holidays because we were traveling and whatnot. But anyways, I'm here again. I make no promises as to how often I will film. I feel like every time I set an intention like that, I end up doing a huge gap like I just did. But I'm here today and hopefully we can have some fun chatting. I have a podcast for you, a traditional one. I hope you're doing well, I hope your holiday was well, and your new year was good. It is officially 2024, which is crazy. But yeah, here we are. Wilder's napping right now, disclaimer, so I feel like I took way too long to even get set up and started, so I might be rushing through this a little bit, or maybe I'll come back during his next nap. We'll see how far I get, but I have a few things to talk to y'all about. I don't have a ton, like I said, because I kind of stopped knitting. Which is fine. Yeah, let's just get into it. Let's see. How do we do these things? Finished objects. Oh, first, let me talk about this. So I did not make this, but this is handmade. This is a little bandana. I'm not sure what it's called. Like the pattern specifically, it's crocheted. My cousin actually crocheted this for me for Christmas, which was so nice. She actually made Wilder some little stuffies too, like little ones, and they were ocean animals. I think there was a stingray and a jellyfish, but I did not grab those from his room before he started napping, so cannot show you. Maybe I'll show them next time because they're really cute. But she crocheted this for me. It is this sage green color. I wear this all the time. I honestly think I've worn this more than any of my knitted pieces since she gifted it to me, which is great. I'm excited. I don't know, I'm just always excited to wear it because, you know, she made it for me and she's really talented. She's making some sweaters. She's the cousin that I have been gifting yarn to, although I will say around, I guess during our Christmas break, we've been traveling like crazy. We went home to our hometown and quite a few of my family members have been crocheting, not knitting, crocheting, but it's still fun. My sister-in-law crochets, my two cousins, my cousin Jessie, who made this, and my other cousin Maddie. Maddie's learning to crochet. And then my aunt, who is, oh, I just had a brain fart. I got thinking about something else. And my aunt, who is actually my age, she crochets. I did not get to hang out with her while she crocheted this time, but my two cousins and my sister-in-law, we had like a little craft day and it was so much fun. So yeah, they all crocheted, I knit, but little backstory behind the bandana. I love it. Let's see. Finished objects. So I'm trying to even remember. It's been a long time since I've looked at any of this stuff, or most of it, so I'm trying to remember details, but this is my Kutar. I think that's how you say it. I don't know actually. Beret by Sari Nordland. And like always, I'll link everything in the description below. And yeah, this is it. She is really pretty. I think I was working on this in my last podcast a million years ago, but I mean, it's beautiful. And I knew I'd have this problem. I don't know how to wear it. I don't know why. I just really wanted to make a beret and I'm glad I did. I loved knitting on the lace. I'm a sucker for some lace and it looks so pretty just like right here. But yeah, I don't know how to wear it, and if I had more time I would take this off and attempt to put it on, but I don't want to waste time while Walter's napping. But I don't know. I don't go out. I stay home. I work from home. I don't know. I don't know how to wear this. This is literally my tires, like athleisure. I'm not sure why I decided to knit a beret. In my mind I had like this vision of me in like pretty dress and like ethereal, is that how you say that word? That was kind of the essence, like fairy-esque with this beret on, But yeah, I haven't worn it out. I've tried it on. I need to thread some elastic through the like the cast off or cast on. Cast off, yeah. I need to thread some elastic through here just so it kind of like cinches to my head, but I did block this with a dinner plate, which is a really good tip. I found that tip on Ravelry from someone's project page who made this too, because whenever I first knit it, it just kind of stuck to my head like a beanie. I was like, this is not the look I was going for. But I blocked it with a dinner plate, and I kind of want to block it again, like more aggressively, just to get that like poof that a traditional beret has. You can kind of see it did hold its shape. This is knit up. I just threw a bunch of yarn labels away. I recently decluttered my home and my yarn stash, and I gave my cousins a bunch of my yarn, and my aunt, she actually took a bunch of my yarn, but I decluttered along with some yarn labels that I was keeping, I guess just to reference back, and I can't remember what this is called. I might have talked about it in my last podcast, but I want to say it's a single ply yarn, and I held it double because this pattern's, I think it's DK, but it recommends holding a fingering weight and a mohair. So it's a bit, it's like a lighter than like a straight up DK, which is, this might even be worsted with two of these single, whatever you call that, single spun, single ply, I don't know. I don't know terms like that, but it's just very fluffy, and so holding it together made a very stout material, which I think would be great for whenever it's like freezing cold outside. But yeah, I don't know, I love the way it looks. Don't wear it, and I knew I would have this problem whenever I started it, but I just really want to try it, and I'm glad I did. I might gift this, I don't know, but I want to block it again and block it more aggressively so it just kind of like poofs up a bit more. I do think I would not have had this issue of it being a little bit tight if I gauge watch. Never do that. But also if I would have knit like finger weight mohair like the pattern recommends, I think it would have been a bit looser of a gauge. I can't remember what needles this was knit on, but oh my gosh, knitting on these held double together. Like I said, it was so stout, like the gauge, and the needle was so small. It literally poked a hole in my fingers. I was knitting it because like, I don't know what it's called that I do, but I like push off with this finger usually, and it poked a hole in my finger. You can't see it now, but sometimes whenever I knit, I'll like re-poke that hole, and oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. It wasn't a dire situation, like I guess it was just tinder sensitive, and that was my story about this. I can barely remember it because I knit it so long ago, but I think I finished this in November in time for fall, and I didn't wear it. But maybe later, maybe I'll gift it to someone. Maybe my cousin who knit me this will wear this. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's her style, but that's my finished object. And I also have another finished object, which is a year in the making. These are my Magic Toadstool socks by Stone Knits. They're so fun. Oh my gosh. Wow, just looking at these, I love the way they look. They're a little small, but it's okay. I'll still wear them. I think I casted these on last January right after I had Wilder, and I immediately knit the first sock super fast, but for some reason the second sock, thinking about the color work, just really, I don't know, because I enjoy color work, especially on socks, but casting on that second sock is hard sometimes. Just doing the same thing again and knowing you have to do the exact same thing again is hard. But yeah, I casted these back on, maybe in my last podcast I showed y'all. I don't know if I had these or not. But I cast on the second sock maybe around October-ish, and then I knit to the color work, and then again I was like, I don't want to do color work right now, and so I just stopped for a while. So while we were home around the holidays, like in our hometown, I took this sock and I finished it by the time we got back home. So yeah, I like them. They're really fun. I did take some inspo for the colors. I think her handle from Instagram is called The Mushroom Knitter. I might link her below because she did basically very similar color situation for her socks, and I saw those on Instagram, and that's what made me want to knit these in this color scheme. I was like, I gotta do that. I think this is all Cascade Heritage, which I love. Love Cascade Heritage. Just finger weight sock yarn. I don't think I did any modifications besides I just skipped the color work on, like, there's some color work that's supposed to go right before the toe. I skipped that because I was like, you won't even see them. I usually wear these with like, I mean, I haven't worn them out yet, but I usually wear socks with like boots or I guess Birkenstocks. You can kind of see them, but I was like, why do I spend the time and the effort, the energy if they're gonna be put in a shoe, you know, you won't see them. So I skipped that. Basically, I was lazy, but I like them. They are, like I said, a little bit tight. It's okay. They still fit. It's just, maybe I should block them again. Okay, I'm gonna try to go faster because I feel my heart's beating just waiting to hear Wilder wake up. But I started this project a few days ago, actually. This is the Sailor Beanie, I think, by Sari Nordland. Again, love her designs. This is a worsted weight beanie pattern, knit on 3mm needles, so it's a really tight gauge, and to me it makes it look so like sleek, I guess, being such a tight gauge on such tiny needles with the worsted weight yarn. It just really cinches in the ribbing, and I'm loving this. You start from the top, which was fun. I did the same cast on construction for the beret, and so it was kind of fresh-ish in my mind because I did knit the beret quite a few months ago. But yeah, I enjoyed this. You do all the fun stuff first, like the increases to create this fun little pointy shape, which I think I'm gonna like. I really like the look of this, and I like the look of the Manhattan hat, just like the point, but I've never actually worn that before. So again, I cast it on something that I was like, I don't know if I'll wear this. I think I will though, because I love the color. It's basically a basic beanie with like a fun point. We'll see. We'll see. I am almost at the part to where you kind of like separate a teeny tiny bit for the brim and start knitting on the brim, so I'm almost there, and I think I might be able to finish this weekend. It's a long weekend, and we're also having like really cold weather. I kind of thought I would finish this quicker, but I'm also this year trying not to finish things fast. I'm trying to go at a pace that I knit things at, not slow, not fast, just whatever I'm feeling like. And yeah, I don't want to like rush myself on this, but I would like to wear it soon, so I think I'm going to keep working on this until I finish it this weekend. I'm using some leftover Brocco vintage worsted weight from my Gregoria sweater that I knit not many years ago, but a few years ago, that I don't really wear that much. I need to gift that to my cousin too and just get it out of my closet because I don't wear it, but oops, got it. I love this color. It reminds me of Carhartt. Y'all know I love Carhartt brown, Carhartt orange, so this would be good for the fall, but honestly this color is all year round color for me. So I'm excited to have this neutral hat. I have a hat that I haven't worn this year, but I probably will soon because it's about to get real cold. And I love it. It's like a purpley, pinky, variegated-ish hat, and I love it, but I am excited for something more neutral. I think I'm gonna wear the heck out of this if I enjoy the point. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's that. I recommend it. It's fun. It's going fairly quickly, and I liked the top down construction of it, because usually I knit beanies from the bottom up, like from the brim up, so that was different and fun. This is a in the pattern it's meant for the brim to be folded twice, and so the cast off is hidden, but I don't really have use for a double folded worsted weight beanie. It's just, I think I would wear this more around the fall and winter if it was just folded once, so I'm gonna have to find a good cast off because I do like the polished look of not seeing the cast off. So I need to look and see if like a 2x2 something looks nice and still polished to fit the polished look of the hat, but I'm enjoying this. Like a quick, easy, maybe not quick, but easy, mindless knit, especially since you do all the increases and stuff at the beginning. So another fun project I'm knitting on are some more socks, and this is my first pair of DK weight socks. I finished one, so it's kind of, I got a lot of yarn going on. This is kind of it is a half-finished project, but these are the High Desert socks. Wow. It just got really sunny. Hopefully the lighting's okay. I kind of adjusted it earlier, but These are so fun, and these are truly so much faster than fingering weight. I've only done like Aran weight socks, like the Sunday socks. Oh yeah, disclaimer, I did knit my grandma some, or my Nana some Sunday socks for Christmas. I don't have those with me, but she liked them, so I don't even have a picture of them actually. But that is another thing I finished, if it matters. But yeah, these, and again, I don't want to like romanticize how quickly something knits up, but it was shocking to me. And like Aran weight, the Sunday socks do knit up very quickly. I think I finished my Nana's socks within like a few days, but I don't know, because I'm so used to knitting fingering weight. I didn't think DK would be that big of a difference, but oh my gosh, it is. So I'm marling some sock yarn, which is exciting. Let's see. I did the La Mercerie sock swap again, which was so much fun. I loved my last year's partner. We still keep in touch, Karen. She's so sweet. She actually sent me some really pretty stitch markers that she made this year. She sent me some last year, and then she made more and sent them to me this year, and so I've been using those like crazy. Oh, I guess I'm on the heel. I thought I use them for everything, and so I thought I had one on, but I'm on the heel flap on this guy. So I don't have a stitch marker in at the moment, but use her stitch markers all the time, so thank you, Karen. If you're watching, I don't know if you are. But, so, like I was saying, I did the La Mercerie sock swap. So much fun. If you have, you know, the means, if you are interested, I recommend it next year if you haven't done it yet. But I got paired with a really sweet partner, Allison, this year, and she gifted me this beautiful yarn. What is it called? I did save this label because I know I'd be talking about it. It's from Yarnaceous Fibers, and this is a new to me dyer. Hey, beautiful girl. It has a cute little dinosaur. There we go. New to me dyer. So stinking cute. So it's called Salsa Fingering. It's 85% superwash merino, 50% nylon, and it is in the colorway Bannerman Castle, which, love the name. Very medieval. Not sure what that's referencing. I'm sure it might be a real place. I don't know. But it's just this very pretty purpley, but also like kind of neutral. It's more variegated than tonal. It has some like light pinks all the way to like deep, I don't know if you would call this mauve purple, but, and I'm not usually one for a ton of purples, but this, I was like, you know me. I don't know, it just spoke to me. I saw this in the mail. This was at our doorstep by the time we got back home. So I was so excited to open it after the holidays, and I casted these socks on that day because I was so excited about this yarn. So I am pairing this yarn with, oh, this has a, because I'm using it for the heel, has a needle in there, but this is Cascade Heritage. Don't know the color, but I wanted like a high contrast marl, so I paired these two together. And then I'm also pairing these two together for the contrasting colors, and this is the color Petrichor? Petroleum? No, I think it's Petrichor. I could be wrong though. From Amanda from Birch and Lily. She kindly gifted me this yarn a while ago for our knit along we did together, but love this color. I've used this before for a main color in a sock, and I wanted to use it again. I want to use all of it because it's just so pretty. So, very jewel tone socks for me. I mean, I think these are jewel tone. I actually don't know what jewel tones are. I mean, I haven't seen many jewels in my life. I think this is jewel tone. Cooler socks for winter. And funny enough, I don't have my books with me, but I'm reading a tandem read right now. I'm reading Throne of Glass, which I did not think I would be this deep into. I've read ACOTAR a while ago and Crescent City a while ago, but I decided to read a Throne of Glass because my sister-in-law actually is in a big reading frenzy, just like me right now, and that she enjoyed it more than ACOTAR, so I was like, gotta read. But I'm reading Empire Storms, and the book has the cover are these exact same colors. So it kind of inspired a thought. I was like, maybe, since I'm so into reading this year, again, I used to be a big reader back in the day, but teetered off in college because I had to like read, not for fun anymore. Anyways, since I've picked up reading again, I thought, wouldn't it be really fun to knit socks based on like some of my favorite books, like the book covers? So I don't know, I might do that, especially I have a ton of sock yarn in my stash. Even after I decluttered a lot of it, I have so much in like so many different colors. I think that'd be a cool way to like merge my hobbies together. And like while I'm reading a book or after and I'm still thinking about a book, I could like knit some socks in those colors, because I love experimenting with socks more so than things in my like things that you see, like sweaters. I probably wouldn't knit a sweater based on a book if I don't love the colors, you know. But socks are so fun. I can wear whatever color socks I want all the time. It's just fun. So kind of sparked that. But yes, these socks were so much fun to knit on. I kind of stopped on this one a little bit just because I'm working on my hat right now, but I think once I finish my hat, I'll definitely go back to these. But I did make a mistake in this one. I like somehow ended up with the right number of stitches on my needles, but the wrong distribution. For whatever reason, you can't tell, I don't think, because it's a ribbing, so I mean, but I do think this sock will look a little bit different in terms of where the ribbing is, but it's okay, like I don't care. These are also so freaking soft. So soft. I love high desert socks, highly recommend. Yeah, we'll see whenever I finish the other one, but my sock swap partnered to give me another skein, but I'll show that in the acquisitions because I do have some exciting acquisitions. Hopefully Wilder will sleep long enough so I can show y'all because I'm excited. Okay, last whip that I honestly might just like pause for a while till next year is this. Oh, let me do the thing down so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so this is the Storm Sweater Junior by Petite Knit. I know it's a pretty bright color and the sun's kind of blaring, so I'm not sure if you can see it that well, but it's really cute. So this is for Wilder, and I started this in November. I was like, this is gonna be his Christmas sweater. I have over a month to do it. It'll be fun. And I will say, whenever I cast this on, I love the construction. I haven't knit on many drop shoulder pieces before, and so knitting this was really fun and different because I usually knit raglans. I don't knit sweaters at all anymore usually. Not that I don't want to, like I definitely have plans to in the future, but hello again. Had to take a break. Wilder woke up, so it's a few hours later, but I'm back ready to pick up where we left off. A lot has happened in the past few hours. We went for a walk, we ate some lunch, Wilder got his first busted lip, and then he hit his head, so he's napping. He's been walking for about a month, but taking little steps. But this week he just stood up and started like running across the room sometimes. He has been falling quite a bit because he's been very mobile, but also he woke up this week and he went from very sweet baby to very sassy toddler. It's hilarious, like the looks he gives are so funny. He gets so mad. It's a lot. Maybe another reason why I have not filmed as often as I used to, but he's fun. He's fun. He's a mess, but he's fun. Speaking of Wilder, I think I left off talking about this sweater that was supposed to be for him. This is the Storm Sweater by Petite Knit, and it's the junior size. I'm talking a little quieter because I think he might have woken up because he heard me earlier, so I'm gonna be fast-ish and try to be more mindful of him napping even though he has a sound machine on. But this is the Storm Sweater from Petite Knit. This is for Wilder. I started this in November. I had it in my mind I was gonna make it for Christmas, and it went really fast at the beginning. It is fun to knit on, but once I joined in the round, I looked at it, I was like, this looks really big. I'm knitting the smallest size. It's the size 1 to 2 years, and Wilder just turned 1 a few weeks ago, and so that's about his size range. He is on the smaller side, but I just figured why not knit the small size, and he could also potentially wear it next year if it was true to like the 1 to 2 month size. And actually during the break I put it on because I finished the body totally. I just need to cast off the ribbing, and I kind of want to do it neatly. Y'all know me, well maybe you don't, but I've said this before if you watch. I'm really bad with little details, like I just want to get it done at the end, and so I had the urge to just do Ginny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, but I do want it to look a little nicer, so I might actually do the Italian bind off. I think that's what's recommended, but that's why it's just paused right here. I didn't have the energy or effort to do it, but I actually did put this on, not put it on him, but just like put it up to him during the break between him while he was awake, in between podcast sessions, and it is a dress on him. Like, it goes down to his knees. So I'm just gonna not rush on this, because for a while I was rushing a little bit, thinking like, oh, maybe he could wear this for Christmas, and then once I realized it was gonna be a little big, I was like, we don't need to rush. He could even wear this in March. But now I'm like, he might not even wear this year, or at least this winter. He might wear it next winter, and it might fit him okay then, but it might still be too big, because this thing is big. But this is a small size. I think there's a baby version. I don't know, actually. I don't know if there's a baby version. I want to say there is, though, and maybe it's knit and fingering weight yarn. This is DK. Don't take me on that. Don't take my word for that, but I knit the junior version because he's a toddler now, which is crazy, and it's really fun. I did make a modification, and it's a really simple one. So in the original pattern, you see it's like just a bunch of texture. All it is a drop shoulder sweater with like texture in between, and it's really fun to do because you're constantly doing something new, but it's not hard. I mean, I say it's not hard. It's easy to pick up on. It's pretty intuitive. There's charts, so this is a good pattern, I think, if you're not very familiar with texture or charts. It could be like a good starter pattern because it's pretty easy for me to follow. I do read charts a good bit for lace, but this is like a texture chart, just pretty similar, and it's just really fun. Now for this section right here in the pattern, it's actually stripes, but to me, whenever I looked at that in the pictures, it felt like a candy cane. And I didn't like that portion, just because I wanted this to, yes, be his Christmas sweater at the time, but I also wanted it to have like an evergreen, which obviously you can't wear it in the summer, but I just want it to be a little bit more flexible, not quite so festive. And I don't think it's meant to look like a candy cane, but it just does to me. So I opted for, I think this is 2x2 Irish moss stitch. Really simple. All I did is I did the exact same amount of rows that I needed to do for the texture chart I replaced for the stripes, and I just did 2x2 moss stitch, and that was easy, and I like the way it looks. It looks less candy caney. But yeah, this is really fun. All I need to do for the arms and bind off for the body. Gosh, I can barely think. Yeah, so I don't have much, but I'm not in a rush to do this, and I want to knit on other things more right now, so I think I might just like put this aside until I want to knit on it, because I don't think he's gonna wear it within the next few months after I put it up to him today. Yeah, that's that. Really fun. Not sure why that stitch marker's there. I guess I was measuring my ribbing or something, but fun. That's all I gotta say about that. Oh, I am using Brocco Renew. And like I said, I got rid of a bunch of labels, and I know I got rid of this one. I can't remember what it's made out of, what that base is, but it's a bunch of stuff. It's like, I want to say there's definitely wool in there. There's also cashmere. It's very soft. But yeah, it's like a bunch of fibers, and it might be recycled fibers, but I'm not sure because I threw the label away. And I hope I have enough. I have one more actually somewhere, one more ball. Where's that ball? I don't know. I don't know where that is. I need to find it. But I'm hoping this will be enough to do both arms. And if not, my local yarn store does have this yarn. That's where I got it from. And I happened to find the same dye lot a few months ago whenever I started this, because I only had like 2 balls. This was for a separate project that I never got started on. This yarn was for. And I decided to make this instead. But because it was like at least a year in between getting the yarn from my local yarn store. And they had the same dye lot, so maybe I'll get lucky again. We'll see. But yeah, that's that. Fun. I haven't knit on anything petite knit in a while, and I think, you know, lots of people like her patterns. I like her baby patterns especially. I know I actually did just knit Wilder's teddy bear sweater. I think that's what it's called. Just like the raglan. And oh yeah, I had this big plan for that one. That one, I don't know if that was a whip last time. It's in Wilder's room right now, so I'm not gonna go get it, but I finished it, and I never duplicate stitched anything on the front. He hasn't worn it yet. My whole grand scheme for that was to make it for his birthday, and so he could have either his name on it or a W for his birthday, his first birthday. But I'm glad I ditched that plan because I made him his own. Oh wow, sorry y'all, this lighting is angelic. Boop boop. I made him his own smash cake for his birthday, and I put overalls on him instead. It was just a t-shirt, and oh my gosh, she got so messy. He cried when we took the cake away, which we gave it back to him, it was fine. But he devoured that thing and he got so messy, so I'm glad. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, but I don't even know if he'll wear it ever. It is at a really loose gauge, and in my mind I thought a fingering weight on like a DK weight gauge would be good and light and airy. I forget, whenever it's hot outside, I forget how cold it can actually get here. And it can get somewhat chilly, and like the wind would just blow through that. I don't know. He could still wear it in the springish, maybe. But it's also very easily destructible, I think, because it's such a light gauge compared to like this, which is a DK weight yarn on the DK weight gauge. It's not as destructible, but that thing, I think he could easily do some damage. So I don't know, not sure, not a big deal. It was fun to knit on, and maybe I'll keep it for a future job if we have one. Alrighty, oh, I guess that's my final whip. I do have, how many whips am I abandoning? I do have my Marguerite cardigan, which I have not knit on, I think, since I showed it last in October. I have decided I do want to knit a cardigan, and that pattern is very pretty, and I really enjoy the way the lace is knitting up, but I don't like the yarn. I don't like the color of the yarn. And if I'm going to knit something, if I'm going to spend time on something, I want to love it in the end. And I think I would love the way the cardigan looks, but not so much the way the color looks on me or in general. It's just too neutral for me. So I think that's one of my intentions this year, either for spring or during the summer, is to knit a cardigan, a neutral-ish cardigan in a color I actually like. So that way I'll have it for the fall or for indoors when it's chilly or something. So I think I'm gonna put that one on hold and just gift that yarn to my cousin or something if she wants it, or my aunt, because she also has been gladly taking my yarn. So that's that. I want to say I had another whip. Oh, I do have some socks. Have I ever showed those socks? I'm doing some Emily's favorite socks. I don't have them with me right now, but I want to say I knit the cuff, and no, not the cuff. I knit the leg, and I knit a pretty long leg, and I knit them loosely so they'd kind of be slouchy socks. And that was it. That's as far as I got. They're resting on needles right now. And I'll just pick those up whenever. They're kind of Christmassy colors. I didn't finish them in time for Christmas, so maybe they'll be next year's Christmas socks. I don't know. I'm not letting myself get super frustrated about what I don't finish these days. That's this year's, I don't love the term resolution, but I like intention. This year's intention is just having fun with knitting and not getting stressed, because it's like I say this all the time. It's a hobby. It's for fun. Oh. It's getting so sunny outside. Excuse me. There we go. The sun is just blaring in and out. Okay, so for my next, I guess I'll just talk about some really fun acquisitions. So I showed this that my sock swap partner got me. Super pretty. Literally caked it up the day I got it in the mail, or the day that I opened it from the mail. And she also gifted me a lot of stuff. And there the sun goes again. Excuse me. This is where it's staying. I'm not changing it again. So she gifted me quite a lot, which was super nice. She gifted me, I'm just noticing you can see the bathroom. I did a new setup just for fun. Hopefully it's not messy in there. Oh well. Oh well. So this is what she gifted me. This really pretty skein, and she gifted me this mini skein. This is from a different dyer. It's from Coats & Co. And it's just this really pretty white neutral. So I'm excited to use this in a cuff for contrast colors or color work maybe. But I'm excited. Yeah, she was so sweet. And she also gifted me some chocolate, and I told her I like to bake, and so she gifted me like a little baking, what do you call that? Spatula? Like a little, rubber spatula. It was really cute. It was like holiday themed. She was so nice, so sweet. So yeah, that was exciting to open that up right after we got back from traveling a lot. And then I also received this yarn before we left. So I'm not sure if I said this on my last podcast, but for my birthday, I decided to do my first ever pre-order. And this whole year I've been on like a yarn budget, whatever you want to call it, just to buy less yarn because I have a lot. And even after destashing a lot of it, I still have a lot. So I'm being very meticulous about what I bring back, or what I bring into what I have, my yarn stash, my yarn collection. Not sure what you want to call it, but I really wanted some of this yarn that I saw. This is a new to me dyer, at least, I can't remember how I came across her yarn. I don't know, but I found her on Instagram and I followed her, and I will forever follow her. She is coming out with the Taylor Swift collection soon, a pre-order. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because I don't need it, but this was for my birthday, so I ordered this in October, and I want to say it came in around, oh, it came in like right before we left, December. Yeah, it took like 6 to 10 weeks, I think, was the pre-order, and I was curious about how I'd feel about that because I'm used to ordering yarn and getting it. I've never done a pre-order, but it was fun to like wait for it and look for updates on our Instagram and stuff. So without further ado, this is from Capella Luna Fibers. This is a sock set. I got a couple, I guess a few things. How pretty. So I was really drawn to this collection because it was a Pacific Northwest collection, and y'all might know, Logan and I lived in Washington for a while, and we've traveled all throughout Oregon and Washington. Just thinking about it, my heart, we want to go back so bad, at least to visit and show while they're around. But we have lots of fond memories of Oregon and Washington. It was just so nice. So I got this one. I don't remember which skeins these were. I think this might be Flowers in, I don't remember. I'm not gonna say it. It's not on here because together she made a new name for the sock swap for the sock set. Gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. My brain is lagging at this hour of the day. It's called Sip and Stitch, but it's these really pretty blues and oranges, and then this contrast color is orange, or the mini skein. And I'm excited. I think I know exactly what socks I want to make with it. I won't say just in case I don't do it. But maybe next time I'll cast these on. I'm not sure if I'm going to cast these on after I get done with my high desert socks or not. I'm telling myself I need to finish something before casting something else on. But I'm excited. And then from that same pre-order, I got, oh, look at this. Wow. They're so pretty. They like glow. So this is mohair. I got these two. They are St. John's Bridge, which we have crossed many times. I love crossing that bridge. Anyways, fond memories. So it's so pretty. It's super variegated. It has all sorts of greens and blues and I don't know what else. Aqua, I guess. Just so pretty. And so the reason I got 2 skeins of mohair was because I got this in a D-stash. If you watch this, you saw me show it a long time ago. Maybe last year, actually. It's Plucky Knitter. It's this like blue color. It's really pretty. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it because I have 3 skeins of this and it's fingering weight yarn. And I just could not bring myself to cast on a fingering weight garment. And so I thought, you know what, maybe I'll get some mohair and make a linto with it, because I know linto is at a looser gauge and you use fingering weight and mohair or DK weight, and I could probably get away with you know 2 skeins of mohair and 3 skeins of fingering weight. So I was like, all I have to do is find some mohair. And then Capella Luna, I'm so bad with names, Capella Luna Fibers posted these colorways, and I was like, that'd go great. And it is, this color is probably matches the lightest color of the variegated yarn. So it'll definitely be, I don't know, I can't say that. I have knitted with variegated mohair before, and you know, it was subtle, like the variegation was subtle with a solid color, but I don't know. And there might be some marling too because this color is so light, but it's like, yeah, your girl's gonna make a linto I'm excited. I've never made one before, but I love raglans. I love how just, I don't want to say easy, but I mean, I know the construction. It's light again. The sun came back out, so I'm excited about this. So I think that's all I have to show you. I feel like I lost track of all my knitting after not knitting for a month. I kind of wanted to bring my books in here and show y'all what I was reading, but I don't want to wake. I can't think of my words today. I don't want to risk waking Wilder up, so I won't do that. I'm not sure if I already even mentioned what I was reading. I think I might have a few hours ago. But I'm reading Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas and Tower of Dawn, but I'm reading them in tandem. And it's going good so far. I'm going very slow compared to the other few books. I want to say I read the last two. I mean, I read them over Christmas break whenever I had some time off, but I read them within days, and I've been reading these not for a month yet, but for a couple weeks. And I'm barely into them, but I'm thinking I'll just savor it. Because after these, I have one more left, and a prequel book, which I did not read. I skipped over. But yeah, it's going good. And then I got some books for Christmas, which I'm excited to read. I'm not sure which I'll read first. I got Tomorrow. I actually have them all back there. That's okay, I won't go get them. I feel like Wilder's gonna wake up again very soon. But I have a few. I have some fantasy ones, I have some fiction ones, so we'll mix it up, and maybe I'll make that like a regular thing, which I know I've talked about books before. I honestly have so many books now in my book stash. What do you call that? Oh, your library. Maybe I should call my knitting stash my yarn library. Okay, love that. I have so many new books in my library of books. I haven't been to the library in a while, and my brother and sister-in-law got me some cookbooks, like some baking books for Christmas, which is funny because I've been getting those at the library too, and they know that, so I'm like set. I'm set for a while on yarn, on books. So yeah, I'm excited to share with y'all, and hopefully I'll be doing this more often, but like I said, I make no promises. I've been tired running after a 1-year-old, but it's fun. It's really fun. It's just my priorities are elsewhere. I don't knit as much. I have like 2 hours at night to myself that I use to either knit or read or hang out with my husband, you know? So that's how it is right now, but life is fun, and I hope life is fun for you too. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there, especially in case Wilder wakes up soon. I need some time to decompress. If you know what I'm saying. But thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching after being gone for so long, and I guess I'll see y'all next time.